This is my favorite part.
The part that we're not professional when we do all of our button pushing and all that.
The music is my favorite part. It has not changed after all these years.
Even that time they hit us with a copyright thing and we ignored it.
Yeah, well, when you broke the internet, that was not good.
Okay.
You gotta get excited today. Tomorrow will be frozen.
So we won't see outside for months. 37 inches of snow.
At least till Saturday.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bacon in Your Mailbox on this Thursday, January the 6th, 2022. Show number 138. I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller. That is Crazy Woman, Jana Clark, community fanatic, and her toboggan. So you go from your New Year's festivities before to wearing a toboggan today.
I like to dress for the occasion. Do you have a problem with that?
No.
Because it's a little too late.
No, I don't have a problem at all. I mean, I'm the one over here freezing to death.
I mean, look at that. It's a true blizzard.
We're all 24 inches of snow we're going to get today.
You know what's going to happen?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Like flurry.
There's a dash there. Never mind. 2 to 4.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
See all the snow? Whoa, where's Greg? He's gone.
That's stupid.
We are stupid.
Yeah. All right. Snow's done. Welcome in. Bacon in Your Mailbox. Thanks for joining us. Good morning, Carter Blankenship. You get the day off from school today.
I was going to say, Carter might be watching us live today.
I hope he is. If he's not, I'm going to be highly disappointed because he's going to miss another version of this.
Good morning. Good morning, Greg.
It's not a show without that.
He's so adorable.
He is. If you're new to Bacon in Your Mailbox because of Snowmageddon and you're sitting at home just waiting for the snow, we apologize in advance. This was an idea of Jana's 138 episodes ago at the beginning of the pandemic.
Like I was a teenager then or something.
Yeah, long time ago. And It's just going to continue there. It's really Bacon in Your Mailbox. Bacon is, a lot of people like bacon unless you're vegan.
Everybody loves bacon.
And then mailbox, you never know what you're going to get in your mailbox. You never know what you're going to get with a show.
There you go.
So we're very interactive to our tens of people that watch the show. Yeah. The whole idea is to make this, fun and interactive. Like, our first poster of the day.
Who is it?
It's my dad.
Hey, Raj.
He's retired. So
he forgot my name. He forgot my name. Now I'm sidekick.
I guarantee you.
I call him Daddy most of the time.
You have breakfast with my dad. He's not going to forget your name.
I know, right? We broke bacon together.
Yeah. We broke bacon together. So Jana's all excited because on today's show, I got a text earlier today and says, we're learning how to make snow cream.
Well, we're not going to learn how to make it, but I'm going to teach you the secret so you can make your own later.
All right. Before you do that, I'm going to teach you the secret to a wonderful evening in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. I know you're the queen of tourism.
My hands are hot.
But that didn't take long. You said I'm going to wear these gloves until it gets hot in here. You made it 5 minutes. You're like a teenager. So here you go. The secret to a wonderful night in Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
I know.
It's an event called Eat Elizabethtown.
Yes.
And it's this Saturday.
It is.
5:15 till 9:15-ish. Haycraft building, downtown E-Town.
And I'm going to look right now because I think you can still get a ticket, but you better hustle your buns.
Yeah.
Right?
Tickets are $75 each. Now you want to buy them in pairs or groups if you are going with your friends because that's how you're going to be seated. The tables
show up by
of
myself?
8.
Can I sit with you?
Yeah, well, I think I'm already assigned.
Oh, speak of the devil,
Good morning, Giselle. It's
the
her
queen
baby.
herself.
E-Town Lifestyle Magazine, Giselle Smith.
Hey,
So,
Giselle.
12-course meal, which
Which is a
sounds
lot.
ridiculous. It really sounds like a 12-course meal.
Like, how are we going to do that? We're going to be there till Monday morning.
Oh,
Oh, way to bury the lead, Giselle.
good job.
Good job.
Well, anyway, it's going to be a great event. 12-course meal, multiple restaurants, 4 different types of servings. They're going to be, I think, at the table, family style. It's going to be plated, buffet style. And there's one I'm missing, but thrown at you. No. Out of
That's
the,
at
no,
Amber's.
there's 4 styles. I'm just not getting them all. So, fun time, $75. And I think it's the launch of the edition. I mean, it's going to be the biggest selling edition they've got.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there will be, like, they're going to have to do a reprint. I'm pretty sure, because somewhere buried in the pages might be you. It might be me.
Yeah, we're both. Now, it depends on which magazine you pick up. I'm on some of the covers and you are on some of the other covers.
Well, there must be another cover that other people are on. There might be 3 editions.
Right. Remember, we're going to go to all the locations and turn the page to our pages.
Yes. Yes.
So we got to get that done.
I'm with you on that.
So E-Town Lifestyle Magazine featuring the Bacon in Your Mailbox team.
Woohoo!
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's what Giselle wanted, but
That's
okay.
not really true, because if people believe that, Giselle won't sell a single magazine. So
Yeah.
Giselle, we know that that's not true.
So I guess the whole article is the whole issue is based on people to know in Hardin County. Is that what it is?
I don't know, but I usually tell people they shouldn't know me or you. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure how we slid in there, but
Because when people message me and they know me, then it usually means I'm doing some charity work or doing something.
Right? Or we were somewhere we weren't supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a good chance of that. So actually, I think it was the 100 people to know in Hardin County, which scares me because she doesn't put them on a number.
Right. I'm pretty sure you're 99 and I'm 100.
I think you got that flipped. No, I think Eric and Joe are there somewhere, 99 and 100.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. All right, let's see.
Kenny's probably 97.
I need him to be 99 and us to be 97 and 98.
Oh, goodness.
Morning, Andy Games.
Hey, Andy, I bet he's looking forward to sledding in the snow.
Well, I saw Andy on Sunday from a distance. Actually, I didn't actually see him. I saw a picture on Instagram and Facebook. So I messaged the mayor. So Mayor Jeff Gregory, Andy, and a few other folks, including my good friend Leonard Brown, went to the Tennessee Titans game.
I saw that. They did good. Are you fired up for this weekend?
I'm nervous.
Do you think your boy's going to play?
No, I don't think Eric can.
He has until Sunday. He has an extra day. He has till Sunday.
Well, he is in the designated to return category now. They moved him off injured reserve. So he has 21 days. Now, traditionally, the Titans this season, because we've had a lot of people injured, they moved them like the Saturday before the Saturday before the game to the active roster.
Or a 5K slip.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this, though. Then does that mean that does that mean he can play?
He's 21 days designated to return. So he can practice, but he can't play until they move him to the active roster, which they can do that on Saturday. They've done that numerous times.
Okay.
But if the Titans win Sunday against the Texans, then we get the bye for the first round in the AFC, which means he gets an extra week of healing up if he needed it.
And then he'll be fine.
Right. So I don't know. We'll see. I will lose my mind if he's in there just because I've been waiting.
So, are you will you watch are you having a watch party or something? Like, where should I be?
We may be at the office if you want to come join us.
And listen, it will be fun.
I mean, that's it. And
Is there
then
bourbon there? No.
does it end in Y? Then yeah, there's bourbon there.
Oh,
So
how
Andy
fun. Well,
says
good
snow,
luck,
snow, snow. So we're all there. Oh, look at this. Mary Stucker Hall joining us today.
Mary.
Yeah.
She's probably already been on for a walk this morning because she knows it's gonna get cold. Have you seen the temperatures? Forget about the snow for a minute.
Well, you know
It
what,
is brutal.
Jana? How about this?
Greg?
You're baking in the mailbox weather forecast for today.
I mean, we're single digits, baby.
Yeah, it drops quick this afternoon into tonight.
Goodness gracious.
24 today, cold with snow. 2 to 4 inches is what AccuWeather and the National Weather Service is talking about. Now, George Herbig, who has Weather Now Kentucky, which is he's right here in E-Town, does a lot of weather stuff, so everything is really geared towards us. He's saying 3 to 6.
Okay.
Now, you got to go range there, too. You can't just say automatically 6 inches potentially. 3 to 6, so it could be anywhere in there. 5 degrees tonight, and then 23 in clouds with sunshine in the afternoon tomorrow.
And then this weekend, it's going to be like 50. So whatever comes will not last very long. Thank goodness. That's my kind of snow. Like, honestly, this is my kind of snow. It blows in. It's here for a couple of days, and then it will go away. Because I don't like ugly snow. Like, I don't like when the snow hangs around.
I got to sneeze.
Well, it doesn't have to be an announcement. Just sneeze.
Well, I didn't want to be rude. I was going to turn my microphone off, but I missed the button. Anyway, it's gone now. Crap. All right, so it doesn't have to be a snow that stays forever. It's blah, blah, blah. Go ahead.
I don't like snows that stay forever because snows that stay forever turn really ugly. It gets dirty, it gets pushed to the side of the road, and it's all trapped, like there's prints all in it, and the dogs have been running. And I just like it to snow, hang out for a day or two, and then melt away.
Me too. So the side-by-side and the four-wheeler, I think, are ready to go over at camp.
Good.
We can air up the inner tubes quickly, get the ropes out. We need one of those days.
I know.
So I'm hoping that happens.
My kids are out of school today. Like, they're not doing NTI. Like, they are out of school. No homework, snow day. And my kids are old enough now that their reaction was, awesome, that's great. But then immediately they were like, but do we have to make it up? And I was like, oh, yes, you do.
You do.
And they were like, not so excited. So.
Yeah. So NTI for Hardin County. So Brian Dennis says, good morning. He's been in Louisville since 6 a.m. He'll be coming back to E-Town at 12:30. He's got water, snacks, and a shovel just in case 65 gets crazy, like that time it did years and years ago.
Oh my gosh. I will never forget that. Everybody was at the Yum Center for the Louisville basketball game and they got stuck on the way home.
Yeah. That was the one game I did not go to.
I know.
I watched Ken's live stream the other day. He's doing content creation stuff now. He's like a coach. So
incredible.
Watched a little bit of that incognito.
Maybe we need to get Ken to coach us. Or you.
He wouldn't. Yeah. You're uncoachable. So, Brian says he got to meet Giselle. So apparently there's trophies. I mean, if somebody, we're getting trophies.
She's somebody good to know.
Yeah. Giselle says we're awesome, and that's why it's sold out.
Well, when we spread the word, Giselle.
Yep. I'm a little behind. Tighten up. Yeah. And D. Henry did practice yesterday, and I was giddy when I saw that.
But I just don't want him to come back too soon because we don't need him hurt if we're going to win. Like if Sunday's a win, you're going to need him down the stretch. So careful. This has been the quietest injury, I think, of anybody I can remember because there's not been any talk about him. He's not been on the sidelines. Because, our section that we have season tickets, and our section have had season tickets for, 20 years. So these guys and ladies, your game BFFs. Yeah,
they know it. And apparently, Derrick Henry has been in the Titans facility for a couple of weeks, running full steam.
Wow.
So they're not going to bring Derrick Henry back until they're ready. But Donta Foreman, the running back, as I call him, the Prince, because he looks just like Derrick Henry, but smaller.
So he's the junior DH.
That dude's doing it too. So
Hey, can we just go ahead and talk about the player that left the game at halftime, um, who should remain nameless, even though we all know who he is? How crazy is that?
I mean, people walk off jobs, but you don't ever think of a NFL player just walking away. Now, and there was just some discussion that said player walked away from $1 million of incentives.
I know.
But it's, as we've always heard, there's three sides to every story. But the other
Right.
sides to it is that this player was not, he was being put in the game, but they weren't throwing the ball to him. They weren't actually using him in the game. They were apparently holding him out and pushing him back to not be able to get those incentives that were going to be worth $1 million.
I know there are many layers to this, but here's the question I really want your opinion on. Do you think someone will put him on their team in the future?
I don't know. He is, if my good friend and our good friend Jeff Knoll is watching this, he is screaming at his computer or his phone right now. Because he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan and said player had issues there.
Yes.
I think he's done.
Yeah. I secretly kind of hope so, just because I don't want someone who doesn't need attention taking attention away from those that are really, part of the game. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents.
And, there are enough. It's not like the workforce we have, the workforce issues we have right now in our community where, okay, you took 3 breaths in the last 20 seconds, you're hired.
Right.
It's the NFL. It's the National Football League. Yes. They can find players.
Someone else could take that opportunity and make the most of it and be very thankful for it and thrive. So, yeah. Okay, enough about that.
Update. Good morning from Carter.
Hey, Nadia. Hey, Carter.
Carter Blankenship watching this morning.
Gosh.
Our number one fan. So, Ken Salee has John Anderson on his content coach stream on Monday to talk about business taxes for content creators.
Business taxes? Ken, I don't want to talk about business taxes.
Ken says, Jana, you don't need coaching. You're a natural. Greg. Yeah, well.
On the other hand.
Apparently Ken's not, he's not good at analyzing things because everybody knew that.
Everybody knew that. That's a given.
Yeah. Ken says that AB will not play again.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've all got upset at work, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever walked off of a job, Jana?
I have not.
I'm not either.
I don't know.
Actually, I have.
My dad might never speak to me again if I did that. Like, that's a very like that just doesn't, that's not in me. I don't think I could do it.
Yeah,
I'm sure there are circumstances that could push me that far, but I just don't know if I could do that. Especially in a very taunting way. It's one thing to walk off because you're hurt or mad or upset or sneak off or whatever, but I just don't like, the parade and the attention and the silliness.
And that amount of money.
For real.
And look, if you are never quit at a road game, quit on a home game.
I know. Couldn't get an Uber from the stadium. Hey, listen, speaking of money, did you know that 2 people won the Powerball last night? So right now you could be talking to a multimillionaire and not even know it.
I didn't buy. Did you buy a ticket?
No.
I didn't either. I always talk about, there a lot of times discussions come up. What would you do if you won a Powerball or, and so I always have these great ideas and, oh yeah, I would do this. I'd do that. And
Right.
I don't ever really buy a ticket.
I don't either. But occasionally when I see it, like on the news, when they go, Powerball is now up to whatever, I think I'm going to go buy a ticket. Like I really think I'm going to do it in that moment, but I never do.
Yeah. So, other things that are going on, of course, Eat Elizabethtown, as we mentioned, now, as Giselle has told us, is absolutely sold out. So
right.
You can't do any.
It's going to be tons of fun. And hopefully that means that it will happen again, because all good things need to continue, especially because it's for such a great cause.
Mm-hmm. Thurman Landing is having a concert So if you didn't get tickets to Eat Elizabethtown and you want to have a fun night, I know Charlie and the gang are doing a buffet dinner. There's a band Miles Apart that is performing
Awesome.
on Saturday night. So it
Awesome
includes the
sauce.
meal and the concert and all that stuff. So you can check out Kentucky'sHeartland.com for information on that. So that's
And
good.
it's a great venue. If you haven't been there for an event, whether it's a concert or a dinner or a bourbon tasting or whatever, it's a wonderful evening. And so please take a look at that if you don't have plans.
And Charlie and his team, because it's a team, they
Oh,
really truly care.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, they kick it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So somebody else that cares, and we talk about Ken and his content coach platform he's doing on YouTube and some different stuff. So I interviewed a guy yesterday. I don't know if you have heard of George Herbig.
Listen, I need to hear about this. Tell me more.
Okay, so I watch. I'm a people watcher. I don't know if that's a curse or a gift or whatever
Oh,
it is, but
yeah.
I like to watch people and then how they do things, and then maybe helps mold me or keeps me from doing specific things. But I've watched George for a while. He's a weather guy.
Yeah.
And he is doing a Facebook page that is called Weather Now Kentucky.
Right.
And he follows the weather because unfortunately, back in the day of radio, I remember being there at all hours reporting weather.
Yeah.
And that's all kind of gone away. Nobody does that anymore.
It's true. That's very true.
And no offense to Louisville, but you got the TV stations in Louisville, they're in Louisville and they're
Yeah.
focused Louisville, Southern Indiana. And they do focus down here, but if there are multiple things happening at once, I want somebody geared towards me. George is doing that. He is doing weather, and Brian Good has been a mentor of his, Jay Cardosi, and I did an interview with him yesterday just to kind of talk about what he's doing and how he's doing and where he expects it to go. I think there's going to be some cool stuff happening there.
So how do we find him? Is it a Facebook page? Is it an app? What's the deets on him?
So Facebook page, Weather Now Kentucky. You can go there. You can subscribe to that page, and you can also subscribe to text alerts. Now, the issue is that he's doing this out of his own pocket. And the hope is that he can get, a lot of folks involved with this. Well, there are so many people that have signed up for these text alerts that he's got to try to figure out a way to pay for that.
Wow.
So, because it's out of his own pocket. But he's doing it right now.
Goodness.
So it's pretty cool. So I'm going to meet with him. We're going to talk a little bit about some different stuff and see how we.
I think that's super cool. And so and I guess it's more top of mind for us, for me, not only today, because we there's a weather thing going on, but in the past couple of weeks, even last week and then earlier in December, weather is kind of crazy right now. I mean, we're having weather events in the winter that we would never dream of. And so having good immediate access to local weather is probably more important and more pertinent to people now than really in a few years. So
yeah, and instantaneous weather. You think the 74 tornado,
yeah,
as many deaths were in that storm, and you think we're in 2022, but in 2021, the amount of deaths that we had in Kentucky from a few tornadic situations, it's crazy to think that we can't get ahead of that.
I know.
But George was on that, and and a lot of times it's fine to report weather from 8 to 5, and it's fine for me to do a little graphic on the weather. But true dedicated weather, and I remember that Lee Bramlett, who is now in Hardinsburg, owns a station in Hardinsburg.
I know Lee, yeah.
Lee, I mean, we were in there all the time, and it didn't matter if there was a tornado warning in Hardin County. Lee didn't go to his basement. I didn't go to my basement. We went to our vehicles and headed to the radio station.
Wow.
You don't get that anymore.
It's true. Very true.
But you get the situation where, and I know George had an issue a couple of weeks ago during in the middle of one of the secondary storms. His power went out.
Oh.
All right. Well, he's doing it from his home. It's not a business yet. And there were some people gave him a hard time, like, how come there's been no report for 5 hours? The dude is doing it on his own. He lost his power.
Wow. Give him some slack.
If you were a broadcasting conglomerate, you would have a backup generator. But if you're doing it on your own, you can't afford that yet.
Right.
So,
but he'll grow into that. And especially now that you've sheds a little light on it, he'll be even more popular, and hopefully he'll get some support there. That's super cool. I'm glad.
Yeah, and then that's kind of what we want to do in 2022. And I'm going to be doing an interview with a new teammate that we have at Kentucky's Heartland,
Very cool.
Andrew Critchlow, who
Nice.
local writer, wrote for the News Enterprise for quite a while, is now with us at Heartland Communications and is going to be doing blog postings, calendar postings, and videos with me with Kentucky's Heartland.
Super.
So we're expanding. That's what we're doing.
Wait, did you just tell me that you hired my replacement?
No, not for this show. No.
Oh, okay.
If we're going to hire a replacement, it's replacing me, and I'll be behind the scenes. Because then, before too long, it's going to be this.
Oh, right.
Nobody cares about me. It's all about Jana. So there's that. All right. Brian says he hates his boss sometimes, but he's been awarded Employee of the Month for 18 months in a row. Brian is the only employee of the Ward Center. So there you go.
Congratulations, Brian.
Getting caught up, Andy Crayenhagen.
Hey, Andy.
He says his wife went to school with Brian Good.
Oh, Brush with Greatness. He does a good job.
And now, Brian used to work at the Weather Channel years ago.
Oh.
And he did the weather for Quixie when I was there. And then he came back to Wave 3. But, you know, years ago when Brian was young, when he's talking elementary school, middle school, and high school, you know, Brian did the weather at the Kroger stores.
At the what?
At the Kroger stores.
Wow.
Because he worked at Kroger and he loved weather so much that they let him do the forecast at Kroger.
That is so funny.
Isn't it? So.
I love it. Hey, listen, before I forget, do you all make snow cream at your house?
We do not. Is this the point we're going to get a recipe from Jana?
What was that?
I added the bell. That's the best I could do at the last minute. or do you want?
Random.
Hold on. It's.
Well, so I asked someone recently, like, is snow cream a Southern thing? Because we don't get snow very often, and so it's a big deal. So we make snow cream. I don't even know where it came from. So I have no history of snow cream, but it was a thing when I was a kid that you would take snow and add a couple of sugary things to it. We always just added a little bit of like regular white sugar, a little bit of brown sugar, and vanilla, and you stir it up and you eat it, and it's called snow cream. Did you do that when you were a kid?
Not much. I remember doing it. But again, I don't remember what I wore to work last week or what I even had for breakfast yesterday.
Okay. Well, I know that it is a thing. And so I have a secret that I think everyone needs to do. And here's the thing. You do it when this show is over. You don't wait until snow is on the ground. So you go and get a bowl. You get a bowl. Here's the bowl. See this bowl? Go put it outside. So after it snows, you don't have to collect the snow and dig around the yellow snow and dig around the branches and the nuts and the trees. You already have your bowl of snow, because people wait until snow is on the ground and then they go out to gather the snow, when really, if you planned ahead right now, most of the work would be done.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
It's your tip of the day.
Nancy Buckman, my friend Nancy from way back in the day, I always was told to wait for the second snowfall before you make snow cream. I don't know if it ages, if it's like bourbon or what. I don't know why you would wait the second, but I'm sure there's some logic to that.
I'm sure there is.
Andy's wife loves to make snow cream.
Listen, Andy, go put a bowl outside for her after this show. Not yet. When you're done. Shirley knows. See?
I will tell you the best snow cream.
Yeah.
The best snow cream is what you got to be a little picky when you're looking for it, because it's, you've got to kind of search your yard a little bit, just how it is. This yellow snow, so much more flavor, so much. And there's snow that has like chunks in it. It's kind of like moose tracks type stuff. If you go in your backyard, I mean, you've probably got a lot in your backyard of moose track ingredients for that.
Stop it. Do not do that. That's why you go put your bowl on I put mine on my patio furniture. And so I can just watch my bowl fill up as it snows.
until the bird poops in your bowl.
Hey, listen, another thing I saw last night. So my friend, our friend, she's not just my friend, everybody's friend, Jamie Owen, she puts a tarp on her grass before it snows and then pulls it up for her puppy, her dogs. And I looked at my dogs and I went, don't even think about it.
Yeah, I saw that. It says, if you know, you know.
I did know. Yeah. But do you know anybody else that does that? Like, I've never heard of that.
I've seen a video of somebody that actually put chairs out and put a tarp over it so their dog could go out and not be in the rain or be in the snow. So they went out the sliding glass door underneath. Now,
does Daisy get that treatment at your house?
Well, we haven't had that much snow. She's, it's just like Tipsy and Cookie they don't get that treatment, right?
No, but here's the thing. Cookie can't stand the snow or the rain. So that girl can do her business faster than any dog I have ever seen because she's not hanging out there. Now, Tipper, she doesn't care. She would just stay out there all the time if you would let her. She just likes to hang out and she thinks the snow is funny. But I don't have to worry about Cookie at all because she's out and in.
Daisy loves it. You can't get her back in because Daisy is an ice dog. If you take a cube of ice and put it on the floor or put it in her water, Sonic Ice is a game changer for her.
My dogs like ice too.
So she gets in the backyard last year, but the little snow we had, it was life changing for her.
Yeah.
But they're now when it's raining. Now you can come to the Milby house and Daisy would be backed up on the porch in the very corner trying to drop some there if she could. And as to be honest, I mean, she'll look at you like you're lucky. I'm not going to drop it on the carpet, but I'm going to drop it on this floor over here because
as close as possible.
I'm not going. Anyway. Oh, weather update. Ken says it is snowing now. Let's check. It is.
Sure enough, Ken. It's a whiteout.
Gosh, I can't even see you, Jana. Where are you at?
I'm covered in the blizzard. I'm hanging on like Jim Cantori.
Put your gloves back on. So, who does the driveways?
I have teenage boys.
So they do the driveways?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And they even go they do some neighbors and stuff too. Like we kind of have a deal. Yeah.
I can tell since it's already snowing, I have not got the snowblower. The snowblower's over at camp, locked up. This is going to be a shovel snow. It
might be. Or you could just hop in your little truck and cruise yourself over there and get it before it gets bad.
You got to put it in that's a lot of work. I mean, because,
yeah,
you got to lift it up in the truck. I got stuff in the truck. I mean,
that's a lot of work. It's less work to shovel the driveway.
I have 2 sons home.
Well, there you go.
They need bonding time before Gavin goes back to UK this week.
That's what I tell mine. Hey, did he have a good time at the bowl game?
He had a wonderful time in Orlando.
I mean, what a day. I am so excited for him.
It was good. They had a really good time. And, the band rides in a bus all the way down there.
Yep.
They got to go to Universal Studios one day.
Fun.
They did the pep rally one day. They were at the game. And as soon as the game was over with, they loaded on a bus after being in those uniforms in the humid Orlando weather. They loaded the bus and drove straight back.
Oh my.
They got back 9 o'clock, 7 or 8 o'clock the next morning.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Couldn't spring for one more hotel night, huh?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Shirley says she has a snowblower that I can borrow if it works. Hasn't been used for 3 years. If I remember, I snowblowed her driveway last year because I felt bad for her.
Well, she was sitting inside laughing at you because she has her own. Hey, notice in the summer, Shirley doesn't say, I have a pool. You can come swim in it anytime you want.
You are so right, Jana. I mean, it was 9,000 degrees in the summer. Shirley doesn't say that. She doesn't go, Greg, Jana, it is like miserably hot outside.
Yeah.
Um,
Come
I've
down here
got,
and chill with me in my pool and under all my umbrellas.
come on up under these wonderful umbrellas. My cabana boy will take care of you with
Right.
drinks.
Drinks are cold, water's cool. Shirley, I got you, girl. I know.
Hmm.
She's gonna get me back for that at some point.
Andy's in Campbellsville.
Oh, okay.
So
So
it's,
it's on
it's
its way.
snowing in Campbellsville. It's on its way.
On its way.
Yeah. Judy Hobbs says the roads are white in Pine Valley.
Well,
Tell
I'm
you.
gonna have to get. I'm in the basement, so my dogs are on the floor above me right now, and my kids are upstairs asleep. So I can hear the dogs running around. So either a kid is up or they're like wanting to go outside to play in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like Ken here too. He doesn't shovel normally. It'll melt soon.
Well, especially this weekend because we know it's going to warm up so quickly. But do you remember? Maybe it was last year or the year before. We had that one snow that it stayed cold for so long after it was like it never melted.
Yeah, and I snowblowed. I think that was the time that I snowblowed a lot of neighbors' driveways,
Yeah.
and it didn't get the sun didn't come out enough to melt everything. So it's like everybody had an ice rink.
Thanks, Milby.
So, oh, that's right. She was in the hospital last year with knee surgery, and I did. Yes, there you go. That's why I did that. I
That's
knew there was a
so
reason.
neighborly of you,
Right.
Greg.
Had nothing to do with like Richard, like threatening my life or anything. He's like the neighborhood mob boss. I'm just saying.
Oh, whatever.
I mean,
He is not.
I have to pay all. I mean, there's neighborhood association fees, and then there's
Then there's the fee.
yeah. So I've got a pool with running water. It's called a river. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Got to get in it somehow. I haven't figured that out.
It'll be cold.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll get her done. I'm hoping we get enough snow that we can get out and enjoy it. Now, Mary mentioned that the snow is supposed to be so light that you could probably use your leaf blower.
There you go.
I hope it's not, because then that's not good sledding snow.
Well, it is if you get a couple inches, though. I mean, that's just not good if you just get a little dusting.
But the
maybe
powdery
if we get
snow is
forced-
not great for sledding, is it?
Well, I don't know, probably not. It won't matter. You can still do it. You're just going to have to use your toboggan instead of your old fashioned sled. You just need something that glides over the top and doesn't dig into the ice.
I'm in the side by side or on the four wheeler. I'm dragging you through like a plow. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to be nice that it doesn't catch in the grass and flip you when we're rolling at 20 miles an hour.
You know where I'll be?
On my sled.
BS. I will be with my warm drink, sitting inside, looking at the beautiful snow, all snuggly warm in my slippers.
Yeah.
True fact.
Yeah. Well, Shirley says she has a snowblower, but a husband who can't do it anymore. You know what? You got a neighbor, Shirley. I got you covered, girl. You know that.
Right.
I got it.
Got a Milby, and he's got 2 other Milbys. So Shirley, I think you're good to go.
Right now, I'll do it because I have to pay them.
Oh, okay. You have to pay them? My kids shovel for free over here.
But you feed them.
I know, and they eat a lot.
Right.
They're teenage boys. They eat constantly.
That's why my kids work for me in the race business.
Goodness, they eat
I'm going to be, why would I not pay them? Because I'm either going to be buying something for them or I'll get free labor out of them and pay them anyway.
Well, it's a trade-off.
So
there you go.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's going to about wrap it up. Bacon in your mailbox. And, Snowmageddon coming your way. It's going to look like this soon.
Y'all have fun and be careful out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's treacherous. Look at that. Just right outside my window.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I'm going to go check it out right now.
Yeah. Something might be a line.
Send me your snow pics. I want to see everybody's snow pics because I won't be out in it. So let me see them.
There you go.
Stay all bundled up.
Yeah. I'm glad you made it 5 minutes in your gloves and all that in your warm basement with your golden tea game behind you.
I know. We get bored later. We're going to play some golden tea.
There you go. Again, just like Shirley's pool, I've never been invited over to play golden tea.
That is true story.
In my basement. That
I have to
could have been
practice
my
first.
basement.
I have to practice first.
Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, she is Jana Clark, community fanatic. I am Greg Milby, community storyteller. And this has been show number 138 of Bacon in Your Mailbox. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, y'all.